my friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree. I'm here crafting and working on this Raggedy Ann and Andy journal that I'm working on. Let's don't forget Andy. His name's on there too. But yeah, I'm just kind of working on this journal and taking you along with me as I can. So I think there's been 2 or 3 videos already. And I still don't have any pages in here, but what I'm doing, the last video, I decorated these pockets a little bit with this trim and a little bit of this paper here. I wanted to have some of that paper on there. I just really love how it looks in here. So the next thing I wanted to do, I thought I would go ahead while I thought about it ahead of time. Sometimes I don't think about it until after the pages are, sewn in, or the signatures. I wanted to put an eyelet in here. So I'm going to put it right in the middle, near the top. So about like right there, right in this area. And it's very simple. If you've never seen this done or never tried it, or you think it's like a mystery, it's not really a mystery. I got this, I had another tool I used with eyelets. I think it came with the eyelets, but I never could get it to work right. I forget what it did now because it's been so long since I've had my crop-a-dial for a very long time. This is a crop-a-dial, in case you have never heard of it, C-R-O-P. I'm sure I have it linked in my Amazon links, which are always in my description box usually. So what I do is take a regular eyelet, and I'll show you the eyelet real quick. It's not a tiny one. It's not a huge one. It's just kind of a medium one. Can you see that? Let me pull it in my hand so you can see it. It probably looks tiny on the camera, but it's not, because I have some that are smaller and I have some that are bigger. That's why I say it's kind of a medium one. But I don't know like the number of like 1/16 or whatever, 1/8. I don't know what it is as far as that goes. So it's kind of a regular medium size, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. And it works with the big hole punch in the crop-a-dial. So first you just figure out where you want your hole, where you want your eyelet, and your hole for your eyelet, and you punch. So I don't want it too close to the top, but I don't want it too far away from the top, because I'm doing this so I can put a tassel on here and hook whatever I want, the tassel hooked to. I can hook it through this little eyelet if I want to. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this. So I'm kind of eyeballing the middle, again, not too far from the top and not too close to the top either. All right, but I want it close enough to the top. So, but you want room for your eyelet to go in there, so that's why you don't want it too close to the top. Okay, so about right there. That's pretty close, but I don't think it's too close, and I think that's pretty much the middle. I'm going to go for it. Just punch a hole and carefully remove my crop-a-dial. So the punched out part is still on there a little bit. So let me grab there's my little sharp scissors here. Got kind of a mess here. I've been dragging supplies out. I need to put a few away probably, but there's my hole. So there's my hole. That's the biggest hole on the crop-a-dial. And then you just, as simple as this, put your eyelet in there. And this should be, well, let me see if it's on a setting that I want. If you've never seen a crop-a-dial or used one before, there's 4 different little kind of like they poke out, the pokey out part of I don't know what it's called. The pokey out part of the crop-a-dial is on this side that pokes out, that you put on the back, kind of like the let's see, you put it on the back side where it squishes the eyelet down, and then this is another pokey out part here that I put inside the eyelet on I'm going to call the front of the eyelet. So I'm going to get this where I want it. I think I want to use this one here, and I don't know if you can see that. I know it's pretty small in there, but that's the way I'm going to do it. So anyway, hopefully maybe that will all made sense. And then I just put it around my eyelet and squish. I do squish as hard as I can to make sure it's nice and flat. And then open it up. You can do it more than once if it doesn't get as flat as you like, but usually if you squish pretty hard, it will work. And as you can see, there's nothing sticking up here now on the inside. It's all nice and flat, and it's attached. And it's as simple as that to attach an eyelet if you have your crocodile. Like I said, I had ordered some eyelets when I first started doing eyelets, and I think they came with a tool, and that tool did not work so well. So that's why I went ahead and got a crocodile. I'm not trying to tell you have to get a crocodile, but if you don't. The next thing I'm doing today is working on the pages, and I picked out some pages like scrapbook paper and things like that, but then I wanted to also, incorporate the book pages from the book, but you have to cut them down or do something to make them fit inside the new cover. So I've been experimenting with that. I did a couple of different ways. Usually I just cut off the sides and it works out, fine. But this book is different. This Raggedy Ann book is different. What I saw when I started to maybe cut off the sides, see, like usually I'll just cut right here, and I leave it together. So it's, you got your 2 pages. And I just go over here and like, there's the words, and now I just cut this off. And no problem. But on this book, they've got Raggedy Ann right here and Raggedy Andy. If I cut this off, that's all going to be gone. So I got to do this book different. So I did 2 pages already, experimenting. This one I cut, in half, cut apart. And I overlapped them then and made them the right size. So this is the right size. And then I tried a different way, and that is just cutting it in half again, but cutting the middle out of it so there's no extra, nothing to overlap. And then I joined it together with one piece of washi tape on this side for this one. So you've got a piece of washi tape right here. And then this one is also the right size. So this is my template right here now. So I'm on the third one, the third page, this little golden book. And most of them, I think some of the newer ones maybe don't have 2 signatures, but this one has 2 signatures. So here's the second signature. I'm just working on the first one. So I'm going to show you what I did. The second way with the washi tape is, in my opinion, a lot easier. So I kind of would like to stick with that. So since this is my template now, I can kind of look at it and say, okay, see if I cut right here, I won't be really cutting anything off. If I cut right here, I won't be cutting anything off. Let's look at the inside. Yeah, see there's a lot of space in between here. So if I cut, like I said, over there, or see the size of this page, my template, if I cut right here, there's nothing there, really. And then here again, on this side, nothing really there that matters, you know what I mean? If I cut it off, it's not going to matter. So you can use your paper cutter, you can use your scissors, and just do this simple. If you have a book like this, a little golden book, or whatever book, there's different ways to, cut or not cut your pages depending on what you want to not cut off on the pages. So here's what I cut off. Really not much on there. And then I'm going to put it back together. I have 5 different pieces of different patterns of washi tape here. But I did want a thin. You know how some washi tapes are thicker than others? I did want a thin one so that when I fold it in half, it doesn't cause a lot of bulk here and me trying to fold it. Sometimes if you have too much bulk here, it's like, it just makes your signature a little bulky right here on the fold. So anyway, we're putting these 2 together right now. And it seems like it's not straight. Hold on. Why does it seem like it's not straight? Because it's not? Because it's not. Oh, there's a little sliver here. So let me make sure. This is the side where I cut. Yeah, this is the side where I cut. Of course, the other side is going to be straight because I didn't cut over there. I don't know how it could be not straight though, unless this is not straight. Maybe this is not straight. Let me see if the other one's straight. Yeah, that's the same as this, but I want to get one that is straight. So I'm going to use my paper cutter a little bit because I don't want to have this problem continuing here. So let's cut off a sliver here. I think it's just, I just need to cut off a sliver. It still won't be cutting off. I have room there, believe it or not. There's still a little bit of room in between the words on both pages, both sides. So I just need a sliver. Like this top part is okay. It's just too much down here. It gets wider as you go down. That's a little bit of an issue there, because I don't want all the pages to be like that. So I want to get this, I want to get one right, and then we'll use that. We'll make that one our template. So see, I just cut a little sliver pretty much off the bottom part there. So let's see if I think that's straight now. Okay. It looks pretty straight. It could be better, but let me see. Now this is the size I need. Let me see if anything sticks out. Okay, it looks good there. Let's actually try it in the book before we put it together. Here's our book cover, our journal cover. I got the hiccups all of a sudden. I think I might need to take a drink. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that is good. Okay, so now let's put it back together. So I used one washi tape on the other one. You just use a different one on this one. Here's my two, middle pieces that I cut. I'm going to put them together. And this is what I did with the other one. I didn't really leave a space, but I didn't like overlap them, and I didn't put them, I kind of put them, I guess I can put them right next to each other because, like I said, these still don't appear to be perfectly straight, so I'm going to have a natural little gap there where they can fold. And then I just used, in order not to make the pages wet, real wet, or deal with wet glue like art glitter glue, I used my permanent bond here glue stick. And that really does hold washi down really good. If you haven't tried it, maybe you can experiment with it. This it's the Elmer's Glue Craft Bond that says extra strength on it. It's not the washable glue. So that's permanent glue. Okay, so now I'm going to put these together. They're kind of touching here, but they're kind of a little bit of apart there. But it's kind of like when you make a new spine, you leave room for the fold, right? You don't have to, but it just happens to be happening here. So it'll be fine, especially once I put this. And these all kind of have a floral pattern on them, and they kind of have the same colors. There's so many colors in this little Raggedy and Andy book anyway. So I'm just going to put it right in the middle, not worry about it. If I cover something up, I cover something up. But it's not going to cover very much of anything. And I left a little bit at the top there, and then I have my roll at the bottom here. See, isn't that pretty? It's pretty. It actually comes out really pretty. And it looks pretty when it's in the signature. You see that little bit of floral pattern there. When you're flipping through the pages, it's a pretty center little area there in your signature. And you don't even really notice it. Sometimes you might not even notice it, but then if you look, it's like, oh, that's really pretty. So there we go. Now we fold. And see, I have a little bit of something here I need to cut off. Still, my washi tape sticking out a little bit there. But there we go. That's my first signature all done, as far as it's ready to go back into the book now. So, like I said, there's lots of different ways to do this, but I did the fold here. I did the washi tape on these two, and I think I'm going to stick with the washi tape for the rest of it. And so I'm going to do the second signature. I'm going to pause and do the second signature. And then I'm going to come back and we'll see if we can integrate some of the scrapbook paper with the book pages and see how we do. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, my friends, that did not take very long at all. So yes, the other way with the folding, I think that takes a little longer, not that much longer, but you know, whatever you like, that's the way you should do it. But I really like how these look and turned out, and I like preserving the page the way I wanted it. So we're good to go here. Here are the pages, scrapbook paper pages I pulled out so far. There are some floral, like, and decorated ones, and there's some plain ones. And I thought to myself, I'm glad there's some plain ones in here, because those would be good for writing on, right? Or like this dark brown one, you could use your gel pens, like your white or even a bright blue, or maybe even a yellow that doesn't show up. You know how if you have a yellow gel pen, how it doesn't show up on anything, especially white. Maybe a yellow. I have to get a piece of this and try it. See if, because I just got a yellow gel pen, or it was in a package. And I was like, why do they put yellow gel pens in here? I can't even see. I can never see them. So anyway, let's integrate some of these and see what this is going to look like and see how many pages we have. I'm anticipating 2 signatures, and I wanted to start off. The reason I wanted to get these book pages done is I want to start off with the actual original, you know, title page here, and it has the date and everything that the book was from, 1973 copyright. So let's just kind of pick out, and these scrapbook paper pages I might have to trim, but right now I'm going to put them together, and then I'm going to see where I'm at with what's sticking out where, you know, stuff like that. So I'm going to put this here. Let's see how many pages I pull out here. So let's put original book page, scrapbook paper, original book page. These are still drying too. I have to be careful they don't get stuck together. By the way, I was going to mention that when putting these back together, I put all the washi tape in the middle here, like on this side. I didn't put washi tape on both sides because I've done that before, and when I mentioned the bulk before, and that, like, if you overlap, that causes a little bit more bulk, but it also causes a little bit more bulk if you put washi tape on both sides. So that's why I just did it on one side. I really do think it is enough. I mean, I glued it on, and you're going to sew it into your book, so I think it really is enough to hold everything together. So anyway, book page, scrapbook paper, book page, scrapbook paper. Okay, that's start of one signature. And then here is, let's see, now I have 3 book pages. I want 3 of the book pages in each, and I mean double book pages, so I need 1 more here. So here's the 3rd book page for this one. There we go. Yeah, so it doesn't matter which side you put if you just want to do one side like I did with the washi tape, it doesn't matter which side you put it on, either side. And so like this one, I put it, this is apparently folding here, and I put here instead of in here. So, yeah, I didn't realize I did it different. Okay, so let's start off the second signature with scrapbook paper this time. So here's scrapbook paper. This has a pocket, and then we've got book page, scrapbook paper. Again, see, I made all these scrapbook paper pages ahead of time. I don't know if you heard it in my first video or when I showed you these before, but I just made a bunch of I took a bunch of scrapbook paper to work and made pages that would fit like in a little golden book. So, all right, so we've got 1 book page. Hard to keep track of what I'm doing here while I'm talking at the same time. Book page, scrapbook paper. Let's not let these get glued together. That glue is still drying, so I know since I just did it. Scrapbook paper and book page. Okay, so now that is where we're at. Now, these I would consider all of these pages that could be written on. So let's put these in and then see how many pages we have in each signature. And so let us put right here. I'm not gonna like be picky. I'm just gonna pull out I'm a little bit picky because this one has flowers on it. This was actually from Computer Stationery. So I didn't want this next to those flowers. So I'm going to put this light blue one here. That was the next one on the stack. And I think that would be pretty in between those two pages. And then, oh, this one has a little bit of a branding on it, which I can cover up, or the person, if I don't cover it up, the person that can get this, that gets this, can easily use your imagination and cover that up, but I'll see what happens in the end. So that's floral. We got, I'm going to say solid floral book page. Now, I've got 4 more, not that I can't pull out more, but I've got 4 here. Let's put 2 more solids in here. So let's put, you know, this is almost the same color as this color around here. So let's put this one here. This will be pretty as a solid next to that. Okay. And then we have a book page here. And then let's put this one in the middle, this other, what I'm calling a writing paper. This is, by the way, food color dyed on the back. It was white. I'm going to turn it this way, and that can be a pretty center page. Okay, so that's one signature. I'm kind of anxious to see how many papers I have in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, interesting. I wasn't sure how many I pulled out, so I need more, but I've got 8 papers, or folded in half, that's 16 pages, or if you count surfaces, it's 32. So anyway, here's our second signature. Again, with some solid pages. So here's the brown one. Let me see if I want the brown one here or here. Yeah, let's, you know, this umbrella is orange, and there's some orange in this beach ball right here. Let's put the orange one here. All right, and I'm going to see. All right, I think this brown will do fine here. There's some brown in this little kitten here, or a cat, and some browns in the hair, and the, like the cowboy hat there, lighter tannish color, so we're fine there. Now I need one or 2 more, I think, to make it even with the other signature. So this is where I stopped, and let me grab my pile of pages that I made and see if I can figure out where I stopped pulling out pages. Here they are. Got them right here. So I know I stopped at the gold. I told myself that when I was pulling those pages out. I stopped at the gold. Oh, and I don't have my pages that are from the McDonald's pages I made. Where are those? Hold on. I probably should incorporate those first. Let me pause. I'll find them, and then I'll be right back. They were right in front of me. I didn't have to go anywhere. It took like 2 seconds. They were right here, right next to me. I just was trying to make, you know, I don't know. I always seem to try to make things harder than they are. Sometimes it seems that happens to me a lot. Like, Sheree, they're right there. Okay, so this was one of the pages I kind of wanted to use because it would fit in here. And so that's a floral. I think I have, do I have 2 of those? Yeah. So there's 2. We can put 1 in each signature. And they're different sizes, but, so let's put 1, let's see. So this will be the 9th paper. I'm just call it a paper. 9th paper in here. Kind of seems like it's calling me to put right here. Let's do that. Put it right here. So it's nice, it's a little bit smaller. This is, if you didn't see the video, this is like sandwich paper, and it's glued and sewed onto a piece of like composition book or notebook paper there. So that's there. And then this one, where we already were looking for more papers to put in here, let's put this one in here. Let's go ahead and put it, let's see, we were solid floral, I think we were here. Let's put this here. And then what else did I have? The pages from the McDonald's paper bags and placemats. So let's put one of those in here, one in here. Now let's keep going. Put one of these here. That one there. And this one We're going to have to go back through because we went through the whole thing on this one. Let's see, I think I want this blue here, so let's put this one here. And then let's put the paper, since I put that there. I think this one still has more than this one, so this is the paper bag pockets that I made out of the McDonald's Happy Meal. It's a vintage McDonald's Happy Meal bag that I showed you on a Thrifty Thursday, and I did a video where I made, had a little fun working on those. So let's put that right here. Just kind of like called to me to put it there. Alright, so now let's see how many more pages we need. What is this? Okay, there we go. Alright, so I feel like I need some more writing pages, so we're going to look through the other pages in just a second, but let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm counting the bag. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, 11 papers in that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, I really thought this one would have more. This one has 11 and this one has 10. Okay, so the other pages I pulled out, as I was saying before, when I realized I didn't put the McDonald's stuff in yet, I stopped pulling out of here. I told myself the gold, but I don't see any gold. Did I pull the last gold out of here? Because I just kind of I have them in groups. See how I have different scrapbook papers, and I have a group of this scrap of paper that I made into pages, so all of that is the same pattern. So that's how I went through, and I just pulled one out of each pattern. And then got down to the solids, which is right here. And, oh, okay, here's the gold. Okay, I didn't see it. It was like buried. There's only one left. Okay, so this is where I was. This is the part where I grabbed the first bunch of pages out of this stack. And then this is what I have left to choose from in my mind. So here's one here. This is a scrapbook paper. And this can be, it has a nice light pattern on here, but this, of course, can be easily written on. So I'm going to say that's okay for a writing page. I don't think we have a bright blue one or bright turquoisey one. Is this 2 pages? No, this is just cardstock. Okay. That's nice. It's, got color on both sides. So, let's see. I think I already have a light blue one. I have one of these floral ones. I don't have one of these. This is computer stationery too, but this one's very retro with these flowers, and I love this one. I might have used it all up when I was doing these papers, but it's like I already have enough floral in here. I'm not trying to hoard it, I promise. I just want to put something different as far as we have all the other florals. Let's see, so this solid is like this one with that light pattern on it. Here's a pretty one here that's different from what I have. So that one, I think I already have one of those. So let's see, let me just kind of scan through. I kind of would like one of, there's 2 more that I probably should use up. If I can put them in here too, that would be good writing papers. So I don't have to put all of these in here, but I wanted to kind of put one of these in here. This is from an atlas, and it's the index page. See, I love all the columns, and that's nice, a fun background to put a picture or whatever ephemera on. Oh, here's a map page. That's also from the atlas. And these 2 pages right here, let me show you what these are. So let's see if we want to put these in here. So this one is a paper bag that what I can do is, if I want to put this in here, let's put the pages that we pulled out right here, and we'll decide if they're going in there. So this would, of course, fit in there, and I think I was just demonstrating this tape that I got, this red tape, And that could be, you could almost make this into a journal, but I think I'm going to use it as a page. So what I can do is cut this. This is the bottom of this paper bag. This is a kind of waxy, kind of like a glassine paper bag. So it's a real nice paper bag as far as the paper bag goes, and then it's a nice surface to decorate, or you know, you could write on it or glue something on it, whatever you want to do. But let's see, we needed another. See, we put the paper bag in the second signature, so we've got that paper bag pocket in the second signature. So let's put this paper bag pocket in the first signature. And we'll put it right, I don't know, it's calling me to put it right here for some reason. I'm so weird about that, right? Alright, so it's right there. So now I think they may have the same amount of pages. So here's the rest of the pages we pulled out. So I really don't need any more pages in there, but let's just say we're going to narrow ourselves down to one more page in each signature and not put all of these in there. So kind of like, let's just do a little. I don't think I need this. Let's do a little one at a time. Flip through, and you see the pages I pulled out. This is actually 2 paper bags that I put together, and they were, I think, a little bit bigger. See, I'm trying to see where they open. Oh, okay, they go like this. This is up, and then they have a pocket right here. See, this is one paper bag, and this is a second paper bag, and I put it together with this red tape. It's kind of like duct tape, or it is duct tape. Anyway, I think I already put 2 paper bags in this one. So as much as I would like to use this, I think I'm not going to. So I do want to use this. I don't know why, but this one is just calling to me. I just love index pages. And then we need one more. So I'm going to show you the colors here. This has a nice pattern on it. And it opens right here. On these, I was, as I was cutting them, if there was just a little sliver, I folded it over. I tried to fold it over instead of cutting it off, so I wouldn't make scraps. So, and I've got this kind of turquoisey one, pink, like a hot pink here. And this is the one I said has a light pattern, and it could be written on. So, and any of these can be written on. I'm just saying, I don't know if you can see that pattern in the camera. Okay, so definitely this one is going in one, and then we're going to pick one other from here. So let's see if we want this index page in the first, oh, here's the first signature here. So we're going to flip through here and see what calls to us. Where do we want that index page? I kind of see how this is pattern. I kind of usually like a pattern and a non-pattern, like a solid or a writing page in between 2 patterns, but I don't think yeah, see, because I have, a lot of the pages have the white on the back, so that is writing space too. Even on the back of this paper, what was this? This was part of the paper bag, I think. This blank there. So that could be written on or glued on. So I'm not worried about that. So even this has writing space here. Solid. So really this index page can be put anywhere if I want to put it in a signature. And I like this for the middle. Why don't we put it right here? Because solid, and then we have this can be, well, we'll call this a pattern since it has text all over it. Okay, found a space for that one. I'm going to call that signature done. Ready to go, ready to be sewn in. And now, just heard a noise outside. And I don't know if anyone's here or not right now, so that's why I'm like taking a little peek outside right now. Okay. This one, I need a drink. I want to show you my drink that I've been drinking lately. Here's my cup. Oh, yes. Hydration. Okay, so I discovered this tea in the last month. I don't say Southern Breeze Cold Brew. So, I don't know. I've tried to drink hot tea, and I've never found one that I really like. I don't know why so many people can drink hot tea, and I can't. I just don't like it. At least I've never found one I like. There's probably one out there. I knew I like chai tea. That's the only one I've ever, but that tastes more like coffee. so, so anyway, Southern Breeze. This is pre-sweetened, 0 calories, cold brew, black tea. And this is the peach. And we got it at work. They bought it like we have water there and we have soda for everyone to drink in the office. And I think that's all we had, soda and water. And so somebody said, hey, can we get some tea instead of, I mean, we still have the soda, but instead of, like, we can order less soda and get some tea, this cold brew tea. And it wasn't me. I didn't ask. Somebody else asked, and I never had heard of this. And so we got some, and I was like, oh, cold. I like cold tea, but I don't make it. And I thought, let me try. And I do like peach tea, the green peach and the different teas you can buy in a bottle, a single bottle or whatever can. So I do like those. I don't buy them, but anyway, so we got these at work. And we have peach, raspberry, one called half and half, one called, I'll have to bring the package in here anyway, a couple other different ones also besides the ones I just mentioned. Anyway, I wanted to show you the package in case you're looking for something that maybe is healthy and something different than what you've been drinking. Like if you want to drink less soda or something. Since we got these, I haven't drank any sodas at work. Because I used to drink when I was drinking, because that's what we had, water and soda, like I said. Oh, and we have coffee, of course. Coffee, water, and soda. I forgot about the coffee. Of course, I drink the coffee. But I was kind of like, I guess I was drinking pretty much one soda per day at work, and since we got these teas, I haven't drank any soda at work. So it's not like I don't want to, like I'm not anti-soda or anything, because it's Coke Zero, so it's like no calories. But anyway, this I feel like is really good for you as far as the black tea, and it tastes good, and it is sweetened. It's already sweetened in there. And what I do is we have ice at work, so I put some ice in my cup, that cup I just showed you. This big kind of blue one. It's kind of a good size. So you can see it's a good size. I want to show you what size it is so you know. I put one tea bag in here. So I put fill it half full of ice. Put your tea bag, take it out of your package. Put your tea bag in there. I cut off the string too because I save it for my crafting. Cut off the tag. And anyway, put your tea bag in there. Fill it the rest of the way with ice. So your tea bag's down in the middle of your ice. And then you fill it up with water. And you let it, the instructions say 5 minutes, but I was leaving it in there and taking it out after a couple hours. But my friend at work says, oh, I just leave it in there. I'm like, oh, okay. So I just leave it in there now until it's empty, and then I dump it out when I'm done drinking the tea. But as you're drinking it, the ice melts, and this cup is, nothing can escape. Water can't get out of it, or nothing, if I turn it upside down, nothing comes out. So anyway, I shake it up and get the flavor all mixed in with the ice, and after about 10-15 minutes, and it's already starting to be flavored after, it says 5 minutes, but if you leave it like 15 minutes to 30 minutes, your flavor is really going to be in there, and it's really good. The only one that seems like the raspberry one doesn't have as much flavor. You wouldn't think that, but it does. To me, it doesn't. So I put that in a smaller cup, a smaller little coffee cup with a lid, and do the same thing, but it's in a smaller cup. So since it has less water, there's more flavor. Aha! I just wanted to pass that along. I know that took a lot of time, but maybe you're looking for a new drink this summer, and it's a nice summer drink. Okay, so we're looking. Did we already find a page for whatever we were looking for? Now I've completely lost my train of thought. I think we were going to pick out one more page to put in here. So between these pages here. Yeah, that's what we were doing. I'm going to say that's what we were doing. Okay, so where do we need a page? We have this floral, solid, book page, solid, floral bag. So there's a solid there. We might need one somewhere in this area. Or here's a lot of pattern too. Yeah, I would say we need one in this area. Right here. Okay, here's the middle. And I think this is fine for the middle. This nice book page, pretty cute little book page there. So why don't we put one? I think we need a little divider here. So which one? I think this would be more conducive to writing than these two, although these would be just fine. I think I want the lighter page just because these have a lot of color, and then this gives your eye a little bit of relief in between all of the patterns there. And you can like enjoy this little horse here, and then come to this and do whatever. And then you have your bag. And then there's, you know, blank on the back of both of these, so that's not as much, you know, maybe pattern overload as it was before with this page we just put in there. Okay, so I think we're good to go as far as our signatures now. I'm going to need to make sure nothing's sticking out too far, and if it is, cut it down or move it around. You know what I mean? Sometimes if you have a page in the middle, see, like this is sticking out really far here. Why is that? And it's a book page that we made the right size. Let me make sure it's down in the fold. Yeah, it is sticking out too far though, as far as farther than the first page here. But anyway, if you have one like that that's in the middle, but you know you cut it the right size, you can move it around maybe and put another page there that, like say I don't want to cut this. I don't want to cut this middle page. Where is it? Okay, here's my middle page. It's sticking out too far. Say I don't want to cut it. Move it up front here. Move it around and then put something else here that's not sticking out so far. That's what I'm going to try first before I cut off anything else. So I'm going to do that. Trim whatever I need to trim, move around whatever I need to move around, sew in the signatures, and then I'll be back with you on what the next step is on this Raggedy Ann journal. So I hope you enjoyed today's crafting. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.